Okay, the key to this is to not overthink it. Think full body stretch, full body warm up, okay? So, we're going to start, you're going to flex your foot, you're going to bend at the hips. My head, neck, and shoulders is a neutral spine. I'm not flexing or extending my back at all. It is all straight. Hips are back, my foot is flexed up, so it's in a dorsiflexion, and I'm leaning forward. I can feel the stretch in my hamstring, and I have to hold it for at least 15 seconds. Stand up, flex your other foot, do the same thing. You're not looking up, you're not looking down. You're in neutral spine, neutral position. Flex, flex, flex. Take it up, do a little leg kick. Warm up your legs. Keep your spine tall. It's not flexed, it's not extended. Kick, kick, kick. Have fun with it. Swing your arms a little bit. Make it your workout. Make it happy, healthy. Getting that heart rate up. Moving your body. Keep it here for about a minute. Okay, then we're going to go, and our hips are shoulder width apart. Stand on one leg. You're going to grab your opposite arm to your opposite leg and hold. You're in neutral spine. You're just bringing your foot towards your gluteus maximus so you can feel the stretch in your quadriceps. And you're going to hold it 15 seconds. Hips shoulder width apart. Stand on the opposite leg, opposite arm, opposite leg, hold. Feel the stretch in your quadriceps. It's not overly stretched, it's not hurting, it's just tugging a little bit. You can just feel the stretch. Okay? And you're going to drop it. And then we're going to do a stretch and a cardio combined. You're going to step, you're going to do chest pulls with a knee bend. Your knee's going towards your glutes. Okay, this is firing at the quads, firing at the lats, firing at the chest, firing at the deltoids. Okay? So we're really feeling it. You can take it faster. Keep it here. From here, we're going to get to a march. March, march, march. You can take it low if you need to. Make sure that you can talk when you're exercising. If you can't talk, your heart rate's too high. You want to keep it to a moderate to hard level of intensity, never higher than that. You want it harder, bring your legs up. Just do not bring your legs past your belly button. You're lifting your legs, marching. Take it faster. Keep it here. Get your heart rate up. You can feel it. We're going to warm up our core. You're going to bend forward. Head is a neutral spine. You're going to flex your back and then back to neutral spine. Flex, back to neutral spine. You are firing up your spine and your abdomen, your core, and then back to neutral. Flex, back to neutral. Do the 10 times. Back to neutral. Flex. Back to neutral. Okay, we're going to do some arm circles and some hip circles. You're opening up the hips. You're engaging your core. Your core is your stability here. Then you're going to rotate the other way, counterclockwise. Okay, we're going to take it to a little bit more intense cardio. So you can take it here for level 1. This is the low jump jack. So my chest is tall, my core is engaged, I'm lifting and lowering my arms, and I'm tapping my foot out to the side. If you want more intensity, you're going to take it up to a full jump jack. Your legs are going to shoulder width apart. Your hands are going up and down. Your core is engaged. Your spine is neutral. You're breathing. Make sure you're not getting your heart rate too high. You can talk They might feel hard or moderate, and that's where I want you to be. Okay, we're going to go to a rotation. You're going to keep your trunk and your glutes just completely stable. And we're going to rotate at the hips so you're engaging your abdomen here. Firing up that core. Twist, twist, twist. Keep your abs engaged to protect that spine. Stand with your feet together. You're going to reach. This is a side oblique stretch. Breathing into the stretch. Hold 15 seconds. Together. Reach, other side. 15 seconds. Together. Now we're going to add some cardio to this. Reach, 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 reach. I'm not overextending. Slight reach and toe touch. Keep your trunk centered. You're not rotating your trunk. You're just extending. Just a lateral raise at the toe touch. Toe touch. Toe touch. Okay, your body should feel warmed up. So we're going to start by exercising your pectoral muscles or your chest. So I'm going to take it down to the floor. My first exercise I chose was a push-up. A level 1 push-up. Your hands are underneath your shoulders, and your spine is neutral. You're not looking up, you're not looking down, you're not sagging your hips, and you're not putting your glutes to the ceiling. It's neutral. My head, my chest, my spine, my glutes all should be in a straight line. I'm going to go down, breathing in, breathing out on the way up. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Once I've executed this movement and I need something more advanced, I go up on my toes. Again, you're not looking up, you're not looking down. You're not sagging your hips, your glutes aren't at the sky. You're in neutral spine. Head, neck, and shoulders are aligned. My hands are underneath my shoulders. I'm going to breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay? Proper execution. When that is fairly easy, you can lift one leg and do a push-up as well. So this would be a level 3. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. They're going to switch sides. Neutral spine. In, out. In, out. Okay? So you're firing up your chest. You can also feel that in your shoulders and in your back in a push-up. Okay. Next, I am going to work out the chest by doing a chest press. Okay, so this is also on the floor, and hoping you have dumbbells because you're allowed to use them in this test. If not, use good cans or something like that. But this is what you're going to do is your head, neck, and shoulders are to the floor. They don't ever lift. You don't lift your glutes. It's all to the floor. Your feet are shoulder width apart. Your hands are towards your body. Okay, your hands are going to face each other. And when you push out, you're going to rotate your hands. And your hands are going to face the wall. And then you're going to rotate back. Rotate and back. So I'm extending my elbows here. Extending. You can feel that right into your chest. If you're shaking, then your weight is too much. You can increase intensity to increase hardness, or you don't even have to use weights if somebody just needs a functional movement and functional exercise. So here I'm keeping neutral spine. I'm not straining. I'm keeping the weight where I need to keep the weight. I'm breathing. And then if you're doing heavy resistance, I like to go up 1, 2, 3, down 1, 2, up 1, 2, 3, down 1, 2. Okay? So that will be your chest press. Okay, next movement. We are moving on to your latissimus dorsi stretch. To stretch your lats, you're going to grab a wall. So when I grab the wall, you want to be, your head, neck, and shoulders are straight. Spine is straight. My arms are by my ears. And this right here stretches your lat. Okay? You're not flexing your spine or extending your spine. You're just right here in neutral spine. And you're going to hold that for 15 seconds. That's your latissimus dorsi stretch. Okay? Also, she'll probably want you to do a chest stretch. Chest stretch, simply, your palms are facing out. You're stretching. You're opening up that chest wall, and you hold that for 15 seconds. You feel that in your chest. Okay? Chest stretch, and then latissimus dorsi stretch is here. Okay? Next, we're going to work your lats. So you'll need to grab a chair. This isn't the most ideal chair, but you can see what I'm talking about. Okay. So, say I'm going to work out this side. Then this side of my body, my arm and my leg are on the chair. And then my back should look straight in the video. My head should be in neutral, everything in line. You're going to grab the dumbbell here. Your hand is facing your body. Then you're going to lift and then back down. Lift. Shoulder goes back towards your body. Shoulder stays close to your body. Up, down. Up, down. We are strengthening our latissimus dorsi here. And then you take it to the other side. And that's your workout for that. And hold on, honey. You can increase intensity by adding more weight as well. Okay. Your rhomboids. We're going to stretch. You can sit on the floor. Let's see. So you're going to stretch. You're going to reach your arm across your chest here. Other arm is straight. And this is what your rhomboid stretch looks like. So both palms are facing the opposite wall here. Stretch out your rhomboids. Okay, so that would be that stretch. Okay, so if we want to, a level 1, to work out your rhomboids, you're going to squeeze back together. Squeeze as hard as you can without causing pain, and back. And then when you squeeze, only hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, squeeze, and back. My spine is neutral, my chest is tall here, I'm engaging my core. Squeeze, and back down. Squeeze, you're firing up those rhomboids. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then back down. Okay, if you, no ma'am. Okay, if you have an elastic band, you can put it like around a chair. And to also strengthen your rhomboids, you can take it and you can pull back and bend together. Pull together. So I suggest you have elastic band. You're going to loop it, say like around the chair. You're going to hold the handles. The handles are facing you. Pull and back. Pull and back. And then when you come back, your hands are shoulder width apart. My abs are engaged. My core is neutral. And I'm just pulling, I'm squeezing my shoulder blades here, and then back. Okay, a deltoid stretch is a little bit different than a rhomboid stretch. There's only a slight difference here, so pay attention. Rhomboid stretch, remember you're going to straighten, make like a parallel, like a plane here, and you're here. That's rhomboid, okay? Deltoid, over here, and you're going to grab your elbow, okay? And so you're going to hold for deltoid, and then the point of this would be to push your elbow closer to your chest, and then you're going to hold, okay? And then you're going to switch here. You're holding your elbow on this one. Okay, lateral raises. Your lateral raises will work your deltoids. And remember where your deltoid is. Your deltoid is up here, okay? Okay, that's your deltoid. Lateral raises. So you're going to take that band like we did in class. You're going to wrap it around your feet. And then you're going to lift and then lower. And remember to keep it about 45 degrees here. And then your arms will go up parallel to the floor. And then you're going to lower. My feet are shoulder width apart. And then my elbows are straight. Okay, they're not bending at all. And also, I'm keeping a neutral spine. You don't want to flex your spine. Remember, flex is going forward. Or you don't want to extend your spine. Extend is going backward. So flex is forward, extend is backward. You don't want to do either of those. You want neutral spine. Neutral spine, your head, your chest, your glutes, your legs, straight line. You're lifting and lowering. Lift, lower. So you're going to breathe in, out. Okay? You should feel it up here. You can also increase intensity by increasing weight. Okay, bicep stretch. So in a bicep stretch, you're going to simply clasp your hands here. And then you're going to bring your hands outward, okay? And then you're going to pull back. So out and pull back until you feel the stretch. And you can also take it here and pull out and pull. You can feel your stretch right through your chest, right through your biceps. You want to feel it in your biceps. So the point is to feel it right through here. Front part of your arm, biceps, biceps. Okay? So right here. In the video, you probably want to go out and then pull up to about here. And that's what it looks like. Out, pull up to here would be a better bicep. Out and then to here. Bicep curl. Your feet are shoulder width apart. The most important thing in a bicep curl is to engage your core, engage your abs. You don't want to extend or flex your spine because that's where you're going to hurt your back. Your elbows are tucked into your sides, and then you're going to flex your elbows and then straighten. Flex, extend, flex, extend, flex, extend. Always being aware of your breathing, always being aware of your core, making sure you're not swaying at all. Okay, so your, let's see. I want to do your hips. So we want to do what's called a lying crossover stretch. You're going to lie in supine position. And you need to know the difference between supine and prone because that will help you look like you know what you're doing. This is supine. This is prone. If you want to say that you get in prone position for a push-up, you can do that. But you want to get in supine position for this one. That's supine. So for the lying crossover stretch, this is stretching out your hips. You're going to lay down. Make sure your hands are wide. They're on both sides of your body like a T. You're just going to simply lift one leg and bring it over towards your hand. Okay, and that's a safe hip exercise to execute. Bring it back to center, down, and remember to hold each stretch for 15 seconds. Okay?
Did you?
Maybe. Hold on one second.
Oh, hi.
Oh, thanks. That's really nice. Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Thank you. Come in. Happy Thanksgiving. There, you can open it. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I'm at the side lying hip abduction. Okay, so this works out your hips. The side lying hip abduction is you're lying down. You can rest your hand here, and then you can rest your other hand on your side, and your feet are stacked, meaning they're one on top of the other. That's really important to remember that. Feet are stacked, okay? Your spine is in neutral position. Your head, neck, and shoulders are aligned and straight, and then you're going to lift and lower. But don't lift over 45 degrees here because that is more than what that hip flexor can take. And also, you want to make sure you're not swaying your hips to the front or to the back. That's really important. Neutral spine, up and down. Okay, baby, open it over there. I'm doing this video for my friend, okay? Oh, you can't. It's fine.
But it's not for me. Not for me, Mom.
I know.
There's too heavy
Okay,
stuff.
baby. Okay, so next I want to do the Superman. It works your back, your hips, your glutes, and your shoulders.
Mama!
Okay,
Mommy!
move, babies. You're going to lay supine, remember, on your tummy is supine on the floor. Okay, at first your head, neck, and shoulders are straight. Your hands are facing each other. Your toes are pointed to the back wall back here. Okay? And then what I want you to do is lift and lower. When I lift, you shouldn't see a big curve in my spine. You should see still a neutral spine because my head is still aligned with my spine. Most important thing is to not extend your spine. And then lower. Lift and lower. You're only lifting a few inches off the ground here. And this is really important because it really works out that rectus spinae back here as well.
Mom, you got a letter.
Awesome, baby.
Look, open it up.
Okay, honey, I'm really busy, my love. Okay. Next, we're gonna do our legs.
It's a car.
Again, we're gonna do a quadricep stretch like we did
Mom.
earlier. Awesome. You're gonna grab opposite foot with your opposite leg. You're bringing your foot towards your gluteus maximus until you can feel the stretch. Don't lose it, babies.
Mom.
And then my spine is in neutral position. It's not extending or flexing. It's neutral. Okay, and then you're going to switch. Remember to hold each stretch on the video for 15 seconds. And then you're going to switch, okay? So we just stretched out your quads here. We're going to start with a squat. Okay, so a level 1 squat would be take a chair. Maybe someone doesn't have balance or is unstable. You can make them put your hips back, sit on the chair. Back up, okay? On this part, your hips, the key is to have your hips go back, your head, neck, and shoulders are still aligned and in neutral position so that your knees don't overshoot your toes. So if your hips are back and your neck and spine are all aligned and neutral, your knees will not go over your toes. So that would be a level 1. Okay? Level 2 squat would be you're here, your feet are hip width apart, and you're in neutral spine, and you're bringing your hips, you're rotating your hips back, and then you're going to sit back into that squat. As you can see, my knees do not overshoot my toes. And then go back up, down, and up. Another huge important thing that you have to mention is that you're putting all the weight in the heels of your foot. You should be able to wiggle your toes in a proper squat execution. You must put all the weight in the heels. If you don't, your knees go forward. And that's what your squat will look like. And that is so dangerous for your knees. And you can show them in proper, that's what your toes would be, proper, sit back. Okay, a level 3 in the squat, which is also firing up the quads, and it's firing up the glutes, is you can take a chair. Take a chair. Level 3. One foot on the chair. You're going to sit back into that squat, knees on over to your toes, all the way is in your heel, and your spine is neutral, up and down. It's a level 3 squat. Okay. So then next we're going to focus on the legs with the hamstrings. Again, I want you to do the standing hamstring stretch. It's really liked by APA. You're going to flex forward, neutral spine, hips are back. Your foot is in a dorsiflexion, and you're keeping your spine in neutral alignment. Then you're going to switch, neutral spine, hips back, and then foot is in dorsiflexion position. Okay, next, to engage your hamstrings here, although it looks like a glute, it's actually a hamstring workout. You're going to lay down. You're going to have face the wall, and then you're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. That fires up the hamstrings. To do level 2, press right over left, lift and lower. A level 3 would be straight up in the air. Lift and lower. You're keeping your head and your shoulders on the floor. You're lifting your glutes and lowering them. And that will fire up those hamstrings. Almost done. Okay. Okay, for the core, you can stretch out your lats by simply a standing lateral stretch. Okay, and you're also going to tell them that your trunk is neutral. Okay, baby cake, and then back to center. Trunk's neutral. You're engaging that core. You're making sure that your back is stable, and you can feel that right through here. Right through your obliques, okay? So we just stretched your obliques here. You want to work out your obliques by doing a side plank. A level 1 side plank is your feet are bent. Stop it. I can't, baby. All right, hold on a minute. Your head, neck, and shoulders are straight. Your arm is up. That's a level 1 plank. Okay, your hips aren't sagging. They're not raising. Your trunk is neutral. Okay, at level 2, your feet, remember this key word, are stacked. Stacked. Okay, feet are stacked. Your body is in a straight line. And also you're not rotating your hips. And you're not shaking. So you want to make sure that all that is okay. Your obliques are engaged here. Your erector spinae. Your erector spinae is down here, okay? So work that out. Your toes are pointed, and your hands are right underneath your shoulders. You're using your back to lift your chest and, your head and your shoulders off the floor, and then you're going to go back down. Lift, and then back down. Lift, and back down. You're not using your arms. You're letting your back do the work in your lower spine. And you're also engaging your core to protect your back. If you don't engage your core, you can actually really hurt your erector spinae instead of helping it. Okay, so my presentation is going to be on the squat. The squat is a very important exercise. It is highly functional. It means it helps you in everyday life. Everything that you do has to do with the squat. If you pick up something off the floor. I'm going to drop this hot roll. So what do I have to do to pick it up? I'm going to have to know the proper execution of a squat. I'm going to put my hips back, and I'm going to pick it up off the floor to make sure I don't throw my back out. So that is why it's functional. Functional exercise is it helps you with everyday life. A squat fires up your quadriceps, and it fires up your glutes. When you squat, you're going to put your feet out, and they are exactly shoulder width apart. Your hips rotate back. Your spine is neutral. It doesn't flex or extend. And then you're going to sit back into that squat. You're putting your weight on those heels. And then you're going to go down. Okay? And then you're going to go back up. And if you want to make it harder, you're going to put your hands behind your head. You're going to go down, back up. My feet never go over my toes. And I'm sitting back into that squat. I'm keeping my back in neutral position. Very important here. Okay, so that's, it's really firing it up right there. So then, again, functional exercise. If you're working with somebody with mobility issues or can't get into that squat, simply have them sit in a chair. This would be your beginner, entry level. Sit down. Up. All the rules are the same. Okay, you're in neutral spine. Your hips go backward. They go back. They flex back. They rotate back. And you're not overshooting your knees on your toes, and all your weight is going into your heels. So, and for a more advanced squat, you're going to simply put one foot on a chair, and then you're making sure right here you're in neutral position. And here, you're going to rotate those hips back, and you're going to sit back into that squat, and then stand up. All my weight shooting down to the heel, not in my toes. I can wiggle my toes. I'm breathing. I'm watching heart rate here. So the squat, I believe, is one of the most important exercises because it really fires up these big, loud muscles. It also increases your metabolism and helps you in everyday life.